Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whatever your time is, whatever time you're joining in, I'm glad that you're here with me today. So, I went to a friend's wedding this weekend, and truthfully, I'm still basking in the glow of the wedding. It really made an impression, and I haven't been to a wedding in a while, so maybe that's why it made an impression. I don't know. I'm trying not to overthink it. But I've been thinking about this idea, in the world that we're in, where there seems to be so much divisiveness and upset and sadness, that when people come together for a wedding, people from multiple generations and levels of education and orientations and nationalities, faiths, politics, so many different backgrounds, when they come together for a wedding, they're unified. They're unified in love. And many people don't even know each other. It's the first time that they've met. And so I was thinking about this act of unity and being unified for love and sharing and expressing love. And the people come together at a wedding to bear witness to love and to really be in love. And so many of us haven't had that feeling for a long time, to really be in love. It just feels good to be around love as opposed to what divides and separates us. So, and during the ceremony, the officiant read 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7 from the Bible. Now, I grew up Catholic. I am not a practicing Catholic, and I'm not a very religious person, though I'm finding religion very interesting to explore and learn about. But this particular passage was very interesting to me, and it's a favorite. I hadn't heard it in a long time. So, in case you don't know it, I thought I would read it today to lay the foundation, the groundwork for our meditation. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It's not self-seeking. It's not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. So, with that in mind, I'm going to share a little bit about the meditation that we're going to do today. We'll begin with a mindful breath practice, and then, in the spirit of love and sharing common ground, we'll engage in a practice called Just Like Me. Some of you may have done this before, but if you're not familiar with Just Like Me, it is a practice that really helps us focus on our similarities and our common humanity, as opposed to all of our differences. And I feel like this practice really helps us move beyond our ideas of difference. So, what we'll do in this practice is I'm going to ask all of you to select any person of your choosing to hold in your awareness for the Just Like Me practice. It could be a friend, it could be a colleague, it could be someone who you're neutral about, someone you adore, or someone really who challenges you. I would encourage you to choose somebody that feels right for you today. It could be the first person that pops into your mind. And for the practice, while you hold this person in your awareness, you will repeat a list of phrases that I will walk you through. So we'll be practicing today for about 15 or 20 minutes. And as always, I will keep track of the time. A couple of essentials that I like to run through if you've meditated with me before. The first one is it's okay to have thoughts. Thoughts are in the nature of the mind, just like when we look out at the eyes, we see. So when you have thoughts, which you inevitably will, just notice them, don't judge them, don't try to push them away or get rid of them. Just allow them to be there and then gently bring your focus back to the breath or the practice in the meditation. Don't try too hard to have a certain experience. You might have an experience seeing colors. You might have an experience feeling like there's nothing going on. Whatever is going on for you, that is your meditation. That is true for you. Let go of any expectations. Always bring a beginner's mind to the meditation and treat it like it's your first one, like you've never meditated before, and see what happens. Welcome whatever comes through, resist nothing. Um, the fourth um, the fourth guideline is to be kind to yourself, like a good friend would. There's no sense in beating yourself up and dragging yourself through the mud. There's no time for that. So honor who you are, honor what is happening for you, and always be gentle and kind. And finally, stick with the practice. It is just like working with muscles in the gym. The more that you practice, the stronger that muscle gets, and the stronger that you are, that muscle for retaining your attention and moving your attention back to the present moment, the stronger that gets. So we'll go ahead and get started now. And if you would, find a comfortable position, whether that's in a chair, on a sofa, on the floor, on a cushion, and whatever position you find, make sure that you can, what you're going to do is sit up and make sure that you're in a position that is both alert and relaxed. You can sit with your back against the wall. You can sit loose on a cushion, whatever is good for you. The main thing is that you can find a place of comfort and relaxation. You'll go ahead and align your head, neck, and spine, perhaps bringing your chin in a bit, slightly downward. And if there's anything that you can do to make yourself more comfortable, whether it's an adjustment, perhaps moving your neck a bit, go ahead and do that now. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes, or if you feel more comfortable, you're welcome to select a point in front of you where you can gently gaze and make sure that it's a position that is comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing. Allowing yourself now to switch from your usual mode of doing, achieving, checking things off of your to-do list to simply being. Being here in service of yourself. Being here to honor yourself. And we'll begin by taking a couple of long, slow, and deep breaths in through the nose, and out through the nose. Just letting your nervous system settle. And letting your body know it's okay to be in stillness. It's okay to relax. And when you've taken a couple of long, deep breaths, we'll return to the breath's natural rhythm and depth. Become aware of the sounds in your environment. Tuning in to sounds that might be nearby or sounds that might be further away. Perhaps tuning in to the frequency of the sounds, the nature of the sounds, noticing whether they come and go, or whether they're constant, regular. Noticing the quality, And rather than judging the sounds, just allowing them to be exactly as they are, whatever they are. Bringing a very gentle attention to the movement and sensations of the breath. Noticing how the breath moves in and out of the nostrils, in and out of the body. Noticing the breath as it enters the nostrils, perhaps the coolness of the breath. Perhaps on the exhale, noticing the warmth of the breath. Paying attention to the rhythm of the breath. Noticing with each breath where the body expands. Perhaps it's the lungs, the chest. Perhaps it's the belly, the rib cage. Noticing what is true for you. And then noticing on each exhale where the body might release and might contract a bit. Noticing how the body, the entire body, expands and contracts with each breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Throughout this practice, you'll be breathing naturally. No need to force the breath, hold the breath. Simply noticing the breath as the body is breathed naturally. And as you notice the breath, you may find that your breath spontaneously gets faster or slower. Perhaps it gets deeper or more shallow. You may even pause for a moment. Observing the breath with a beginner's mind. Noticing any changes without trying to control or resist. Letting go of any expectations that you have around your breath. Continue to notice some sensations of the breath for a few minutes, and I'll keep track of the time. If you notice the mind is wandering, simply bring it back to the breath, to the present moment, this moment, and the next, and the next. Welcoming everything, resisting nothing. We'll begin our Just Like Me practice now. Bring someone to mind, a friend, a colleague, a family member. Might be someone you know personally. Perhaps it's someone that you don't know well. Someone who might push your buttons. See, feel, or imagine that person sitting across from you. Tune in to as many details as you can. Perhaps the warmth or the coolness that you feel with this person across from you. Perhaps the details of their face or what they're wearing. Perhaps a perfume or a cologne that they wear. And as you have a vivid picture in your mind or the mind's eye, or a strong feeling, I will say a phrase and you'll repeat it silently to yourself. There'll be a number of phrases, so after I say one, then you'll repeat it. This person has a body and a mind, just like me. This person has feelings, emotions, and thoughts, just like me. This person has been sad, disappointed, angry, or hurt, just like me. This person has felt unworthy and inadequate, just like me. This person worries and is frightened sometimes, just like me. This person has longed for friendship and love, just like me. This person is learning about life, just like me. Keeping this person in mind, mentally say to them, or extend to them these well wishes. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you live your life in peace. And along with these sentiments, if there's anything else that you would like to share with them directly and silently, you're welcome to do so now. Now bring your attention to what you're grateful for in this moment. Think about 10 things that you're grateful for, 5 on each hand. Begin by focusing on 5 things that you appreciate about your life. Now, shifting your attention to 5 things that you appreciate about yourself. We'll spend another minute or two in silence, resting in the stillness of being. And I'll keep track of the time. The consciousness inhabiting your body is exactly the same as the consciousness inhabiting my body. We are one. The delusion that we are separate beings comes from identifying with the world of form, with our names, our bodies, our roles, our beliefs, our thoughts, and all of the mental constructs that we have created. As this meditation draws to a close, I invite you to today take your hands and place them over your heart if you're so inclined, perhaps bowing your head and extending gratitude to yourself for showing up today, for honoring yourself. And when you're ready, you're welcome to bring some movement back into the body, perhaps releasing your hands, wiggling your fingers. You might wiggle your toes, stretch into the space around you. It's really important to take your time as you come out of meditation. So do it slowly, taking all the time you need. And when you're ready, you're welcome to blink your eyes open, taking in your surroundings with fresh eyes, perhaps noticing something new that you didn't notice before. Thank you so much for joining me today. You bring your hands together. I invite you to do that. Thumb knuckles to your breastbone. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next time.